So today I am touring the city of Freiburg, Germany, which is a green city where most of the people get around by foot, bicycle, or tram. So there's a whole section of the city where it's totally blocked from cars unless they're doing specific tasks. But there's no ordinary traffic that goes through there. But today it was like a holiday, like a religious holiday, I think. Like everything was closed to like 9 9 to 10. So I was like, I really needed some coffee. So I had to end up going to the train station in the morning to get like a coffee because it was just like I knew they were gonna have some. But then after that I climbed the Schlossberg Tower, which is like in a hill next, like a little bit east of town in the Black Forest, and you could have a good view of the city and everything like that. And then on top of that, I was able to grab a beer in the beer garden on the park. And then I went to the Freiburg Cathedral and got to explore the cathedral. And then after that, I went on a walking tour. So it was overall a really nice day in Freiburg, and I definitely recommend it to anybody to come visit the city and just take a look at what a city can be like that is not completely dominated by cars. And the city is actually like a smaller size city. I think the population's maybe like 250 to 300,000 people. So that definitely shows like that there's possibilities for different ways of getting around a town, you know. But I hope you enjoyed today's video and take care. Yeah, I guess today was some sort of like holiday, some like religious holiday or something, Ascension Day. So a lot of stuff is like opening late. So all the nice coffee shops were closed. But I was like, let's walk to the train station. It was about a little bit less than a mile. And I was like, whatever, I could use a walk. So walked over, got my Java, and yeah, I'm just gonna head back. I'm gonna actually climb the hill that overlooks the city, so I get like a view over it. So I'm gonna take the tram a few stops. So this is a train station here, and to catch a tram is actually above the train station up there. So I'll walk up there. All right, here I'm at the tram station. I could basically take any tram line here. So but I need to go get myself a ticket now. All right, so here's the tram. I could basically take any of them. So take a couple stops. All right, it's pretty quick here. There's the tracks to get out of town. Kind of cool because you could buy the tickets on here too. So I guess I could have bought a ticket here. Whew. There's the city theater. So you can see all the tram tracks there. Yeah, it seems like the cyclists use the tram tracks too, so it kind of like works double use. But I don't think any cars are allowed. Oh, cool. I think this is my stop, but I'm gonna get off at the next stop just so I could go through the little tunnel there. Alright, so we're under here, and you're seeing the tram pass through. It's pretty cool. We're coming through. So it looks like when it goes to the old building there. That's pretty cool. They do wraparound trams here too, it looks like. So Freiburg is the city of like running water. It's like everywhere you go. It's kind of crazy. Like a city of bikes, city of trams, city of running water, city of the Black Forest, and city of traditional German architecture too. So it's got a lot of things going for it for sure. So really interesting, fun city. I swear the city loves running tram lines through buildings. We're like, let's do it. All right, so there's like a hill up there, and I guess so I guess I could go over that bridge there. This is kind of cool. Yeah, look how many bikes there are everywhere though. It's pretty incredible. So this is where they banish all the cars to then. Most of the main part of the city doesn't have any cars around it. Ocean slosh. I have to go there. It's like a cave. Yeah, so one of those walks that gets better with every step for sure. All right, let's see what it looks like a little bit further up. Yep, view does get better. Look at that. A little chilly today, but it's a nice day overall. Yeah, whew. So nice. Air is so fresh up here. All right, so that's the Black Forest there. You can see the dark trees. I'm gonna try the famous Black Forest cake, Schwarzwald Gâteau. So I guess this is like a playground here, Spielplatz. So that's kind of funny. Looks like something that I would have had when I was a kid. All right, you can see what we're looking at here. Whew. See the cathedral back there. Probably almost see to France. No, I think the other side of those mountains back there is France. But it's pretty cool. There's a lot of cathedrals in this town. I think it goes a little bit higher, so let's see where it ends because it's telling me to go a little bit further up. But this is like the suburbs, probably. Yeah, it just kind of continues up this valley, this town. Actually, I didn't even know they're growing they're growing grapes here for wine. So it's like a little vineyard here. You can see the sign down there. Yeah, if you want to get to the top, there's a lot of stairs. So I guess further up you can go, I guess. How cool! This place has wild strawberries growing. That's so cool. I love strawberries. Or picking them in the Yukon. So fun. All right, so that is the tip top there. That's what I climbed all these steps for. Woo. Yeah, it's pretty tall. I think with this wind it'll be kind of scary, but we'll see. All right, I'm going up to the top. Honestly, this is really scary, so I'm gonna be up here just for like a bit because it feels like I'm flying in the wind right now. But I guess you could climb up to that little bit up there, but I'm good. But whew, holy smoke, this is a frightening experience. All right, I'll try to get some footage back here. Holy, yeah, yeah. You can see the Black Forest back there. Oof. See, there's some people up there. It's pretty scary. The wind feels like it's like rattling and shaking this thing. But yeah, I basically walked all the way from up those stairs down there. And hey, you can see the cathedral there. Probably go get some footage of it now. I'm gonna go eat lunch and it's a cool. Once you get used to it, it's not so bad. Maybe the wind died down a bit, but it's a really cool city. So this is what it looks like going down. It's pretty crazy. Look. Woo. It's a little bit better here though, but it's kind of scary going up this thing. I survived this monstrosity. I'm like, woo, that was a bit scary. So Schlossberg, it's the tower is up. It's called the Bismarck Tower. It's named after the first German chancellor or prime minister of the German Empire, whenever the country became unified in the 19th century. But the mayor here turned this place into like a fancy park, basically for the local people. And Bismarck really liked Freiburg, and he wanted to turn it into a modern city. That's why they had all like they had like modern plumbing, they had like all the streetcars and everything. So it's basically like the best form of late 19th, early 20th century like transit and like infrastructure essentially with the parks and everything. So it's really cool. And Bismarck brought us a lot of modern things such as like pensions, old age pensions. What else did he bring to the German people? Like healthcare, schooling. A lot of things happened under Bismarck's rule. All right, I'm finished up my walk for the day, at least up in the mountains, and I'm gonna enjoy lunch here at this beer garden. So I don't know. I think you might have to order up there, but I didn't see anybody. All right, this is my idea of a good time right here. All right, I'm having a very German lunch right now. So some currywurst, palm, or French fries, and a giant beer. Man, the rain started hitting us. It's gotten cold too. It's a little chilly today. So this is pretty cool. They have these like little streams that kind of like run through the town. They have bigger ones, but this is like one of the little ones, I guess. I see little kids like putting their little boats and stuff in them. All right, so I have a tour starts in front of here in like about 10 minutes. So this is the main cathedral in the city. They're doing some repairs on it. Whew. I might go inside. It's a little chilly. Oh wow, this is really incredible. Oh my, look at this. I think these stone or they carved. I think these are stone. The detail is like incredible. Wow, look at that. Like the more you zoom in, like the more you see. It's so cool. The colors are really interesting here. Yeah, like the wood here too is like really interesting. It's all carved. see like something like this. It's so crazy. A couple candles. Gonna light a candle. Kira, Uncle Sammy. One for Ernie too. The lighting looks incredible here. Oh, look at that, some of the hanging cross too. You can barely see the wires in this one. Looks like it's floating. Wow, there's some stained glass like that one in the corner there. It's in front of the cathedral, and earlier this morning, you can see all the flying buttresses on there, supporting the weight of the structure there. If you look way back in the hills there, you see like a little tower peeking out, and I climbed to the top of that tower. It's kind of scary. It's like cold wind today. It's chilly today. Again, the sun. So the city of Freiburg was pretty much leveled during World War II, and the only buildings that survived were the cathedral and that red building over there. So all this stuff is built since 1945. They did a pretty good job. These images are winning. This is a cathedral dedicated to the Virgin Mary, and it pays special attention to the theory. I'm going to show you many of the stories. Before I talk about the idea of the last of the Tsaringer, the founders of the city, who died 18 years later. Do you think he saw this finish? Not even close. It took 336 years to build, so it was the Habsburgs, in the year 1536, the ones to finish it. Now, according to you. All right, we're back here again. First of all, can you guess the name of that statue? And the 4 is wrong again. Now the 4 is right, so that they can say we can be right if we want. We just don't want. Now the thing with this story is that it is the same story on the
tram, it has the two shames. Shame number one, McDonald's. And I always like to tell myself it could have been worse because at least they didn't use the arches to put a huge gold in it. So that is Bertolt Zeringer, founder of this city, together with his son Conrad. They built on this city, and he's there with his horse. Um, I told you at the beginning of the tour that they like them a lot.
So our guide was saying that um, gargoyles were meant to scare off like demons and the devil because evil things don't like to see a reflection themselves. So they'd put these things all over the churches and cathedrals at the time to ward off the bad, evil things. But I guess during one of the projects, the priest ran out of money for one of the for some of the gargoyles. So there's a very unique one here, which is a man with his rear end sticking out. So because they didn't get paid. So and these things would funnel water out. So it would like point directly where the priest lived in that yellow building there. And whenever the priest would come into the side there to work, to go to the church offices, the water would spray directly on top of him. So yeah, don't mess with your tradesmen. You know, they'll get their revenge in the end. All right, so St. John's Church, the other church in town. I think this one's closed though. It's less impressive than the other one though. There's a tram I just got a ride on, so film some B-roll. All right, so today I climbed the mountain overlooking the city, kind of just putted around the city, checking out different like spots, just seeing how everything worked as far as the public transit. City is the center part of the city where most tourists, most activity happens is very pedestrianized, and it's like has a lot of trams and bikes and everything like that. So you don't have to worry about getting hit by a car. Also, I went to the cathedral on my own and kind of checked that out. And then I did a walking tour with a Spanish tour guide who's been living there for like 20 years. So he knows a lot about the city and local area. But I hope that's it for me for today. Hope you enjoyed the video because this is the end of my day and I'm going to go cut this up and upload it. So hope you enjoyed Freiburg with me and I'll see you tomorrow.